何ですか？おー、すみません。おはよう。ごめんなさい。あなたが見えません。これは何ですか？贈り物？素晴らしい。arigatou gozaimasu. Hi everyone, this is Yakiri the Free playing in the Hell Hades 2025 free-to-play challenge. I think it's day 39, day 40. Wow, time flies, man. It's been a lot of fun, but it's day 40, and I'm just practicing Japanese. It's one of my favorite cultures and languages to learn about. And a neat thing about the Japanese culture is their Christmas Eve tradition. They order a bucket of KFC chicken, and that is their Christmas Eve meal with their family and friends, and a tradition. And the tradition started in 1974 with a obviously effective marketing campaign that was called Kentucky for Christmas. So this year will be the 51st year that people in Japan have to order. If you look it up, it's like months in advance. It's not like, 5 or 6 families in one city. It's like a million families are all ordering KFC for Christmas Eve dinner. I think that's really neat. So, speaking of neat, in the Hell Hades free to play challenge leaderboards with the non content creators, I guess, even though some of them are in here, as I saw a wonderful upload of a fantastic sounding human being, Bront Catherder, on a Hell Hades upload this morning. And I'm in fourth place still overall. And I did a bit of a push last night. I couldn't sleep right away, so I spent some diamonds to progress as far as I could in some dungeons I haven't touched in almost 3 weeks. It's been about 3 weeks since I pushed in any real dungeon. So, as you'll see, I've got 500-point lead on fifth place, but I'm back by like 410 points of third place. Still holding down fourth pretty good. And so I want to show you some of the dungeon progress that I've made on the leaderboards here. I don't know if it'll show up on all of because I'm not like overall on the leaderboards here, but if you look in the faction wars, I have 452 stars of faction wars, and the next person below me is 415, I think it is. On the content creator side, I'm not sure. However, those 452 stars, I'll show you how significant that is in a second. Because 455 gives you something I really need and we all need in this game. Okay. But I pushed, where is it here? In Dragon, I did it's saying best is stage one. So that means I'm cleared Dragon Hard, stage one. I pushed there yesterday. I just decided to give it a go. 12th overall now because I cleared stage 21 on Ice Golem. In Minotaur, I'm still holding up pretty good with a 36-second clear. I was happy when that happened. I was surprised too. I didn't expect that. So in Shogun Grove, I cleared stage 15 yesterday. I'm fourth overall. I couldn't believe it. I just started pushing. I haven't pushed there in a long time, and I just kept, being successful. And Shogun's Grove is actually a pretty quick dungeon. If I've never done it on my main account, I never got to real end game need for it. But in this, it made sense to me. So if we come into there and you look at the how what I'm saying about time, like it's almost my fastest clear on stage 15, but because of the affinity. And what helps is I have all these blessing levels on 3 of my heroes that are in there. But I had only cleared 11, and then I just kept being successful, so I kept pushing. So aside from all that, let's take a look in the Arbiter missions. And I have 133 out of 200 wins that I need here in the classic arena. It won't happen today. I won't even bother if I could do it by purchasing with gems. There's no reason for me to push currently. Don't have the roster 6-starred to clear stage 20 spider yet. So what will happen though is I'll get this affinity bonus to 10 before I finish with the 200 wins, and that's fine. As soon as that happens again, it's 2 keys for me, usually even on affinity switch on Nightmare Clan Boss. That's no big deal. All these 17s, the 75 million, all done on the same day, including those 39 million, because I'll just spend 200, diamonds, 200 gems, sorry, to buy keys, and I'll use 6 keys to clear these missions. Then the stage 20s, these first three, no big deal. The only thing that's going to hold me back is figuring out stage 20 in Spider's Den for the Arbiter missions. And again, to look in here, disregard all these losses. I was funning around and I kind of got beat up by Astaltis a few times. And I tried Boozer. I don't know if you know Boozer. Apparently, Boozer, knows what they're doing. And I didn't believe it because I wanted to fight the Wukong in arena and it kicked my butt. But anyways, you see, I'm like 40 something wins, 44 wins away from getting the 10th upgrade. And then I'll work on getting two of these to 5. And I'll get a legendary skill tome out of the last challenge that, most of us have. This is our last challenge. A lot of us that have been pushing in this free to play challenge. So let's take a look at my roster plans. Wait 1 second. Let's go into Faction Wars. And you'll look down here. If I can get 3 more stars, it's a legendary skill tome. That's why I was so adamant about pushing in the Faction Wars. And once you collect that one at 455, okay, you start looking. This is the last ancient shard. You can't see it because of my face. There you go. But that'll be the last ancient shard. Everything else is either a void shard or a sacred shard from now on. And epic skill tomes and legendaries. All right, because if you come looking over here, it only gets proper. I really think that they should have these rewards 100 stars earlier, but that's because I'm the customer. I'm not an investor. But then you start looking, and there's 4 and 5 star chickens. After 90 days, if you're getting 600 stars, you're going to do very well overall in this challenge. So Shadowkin is coming tonight. I picked up a 4th Shadowkin hero, but one of the most important ones that I do have is Taragi the Frog. And I think it was yesterday, but he's completely booked. He's ready to rock. He's only a 5 star. He needs masteries. He's well on his way to getting the most important ones for what I need him for Spider to land his provokes. So if I want to 6 star hero, I need food. Yes? Well, I have the food. Once I have 2 5 stars here, this Incubus is about to be a level 40. And you'll see I have a bunch of 3 stars, some 4 stars. Maybe in 2 days, I think I should be able to 6 star my Taragi. And if you saw the upload before or not, I don't know, but I decided to +1 my ultimate Gaelic because he's going to be my AoE burn for Spider. I'll probably re-gear him. He's just in stuff that's working right now. 260 accuracy. That's all. He needs about 240 to be effective in Spider. I'll try it. I never had him with a 6 star Taragi yet. We'll see. But that's the roster plans, is to get those two going. Oh, and Coldheart here. I got to get her, her last 10 levels. But, she's essentially as many masteries as I'm going to get her. She's got them. The only thing she doesn't have is books. And the top 2, I don't really care what goes in there, but I need this extra 25% damage on her Heartseeker and the cooldown. And then, boom, Arbiter coming in like 3 or 4 days. So another thing that's happening is in the Plarium Points program today, I am 2 points away from getting that 250 energy. I need 2 more Polarium play points. So today I'll get that nice big chunk as well. I want to do a tour of duty, if you will, now in the Doom Tower with you. So let's go into Arena first anyways, just to make sure if I have a reset. I got to check this stuff. So actually, I think I could take out this team. I don't know about this Guire, but let's fight that team. Let's fight this team. No speed lead, double cold hearts. Sometimes you get shocked though. I have a 253 speed apothecary, and yeah, I should be successful, especially now that I have Dathy here. He's the right affinity. I'm always going to boost him, with his increased accuracy, drop his shield on, and hopefully clean everyone up with Alice. That's a pretty strong. That's a clan boss built. I forget her name, Frozen Banshee. She's a pretty good hero. So let's take our chances. Let's see what happens here with this Wukong. And I forget what this blessing's called, not Lightning Shield. I forget what that's called. However, if he doesn't have Stone Skin, ooh, and I'm faster. So again, you look at my wimpy looking Wukong. He should be good on the sheep. Ooh, he's toast. He tried to peel the other guy's banana and he didn't like it. Pushed him right out of the tree. Man, that's a strong Wukong. Let's see if I can one-shot him with Alice's A3. Get out of here. So that's enough of that for me for the arena right now. I'm working my way up. I'm down to, I think, 66 more wins that I need. And now to show you in the Doom Tower what I'm currently doing to get through the next three bosses that are right here, okay? I've already gotten through, as you see, cleared some, well, hell, Hades is in first overall now based on turns. Good for him, well played. This is the only one I can't do on auto. The Dark Fae boss, I'm not entirely certain how it works, so this isn't a guide. I'm just showing you how I do things, okay? And to make sure that I have everything I want available for when I get to the boss, I don't use any big cooldowns on the way there. And it's really nothing. The first Dark Fate boss, it's it's not too difficult as long as you know your own roster, okay? And you know the skills order that your heroes are going to have available, right? So you'll notice now on this wave, I'm just going to A1 everybody, basically, okay? So with Alice, especially my Alice, I know she can kill anybody up there. So that's why I'll burn her A3 because I don't use it right away when it comes to the boss. But again, you'll see and you'll hear it from so many people all the time that I save all of my skills on wave two. And you see, like, there's no sense to try to kill that guy and blow my cooldowns because everybody's going to be full health when you get back to the boss. So she's a jerk. And obviously, having the mirror copies of yourself, it's kind of crappy. Most of us have a Tagore. And you'll see that I'm going to use my Tagore's speed boost, even though there's already speed up and it can't heal anybody, but it's going to AoE damage. Okay? So now my mirror images are going to do the exact same thing. However, now I get 3 turns ahead of everyone else. So my kill softens everyone up. I have a Dathy. I'm very lucky. He's got an AoE decrease defense. So it's going to hurt a lot of the people that I have up there because they're all magic affinity. Now my Alice should kill all 3 of these. And the boss is already, about to die here. So here's the problem with my Dathy. He's in Relentless. He can really kick the hell out of me. So I'm going to use my Tagore's shield. I'm burning his revive to make sure that if that Dathy does take a turn, I've done the best I can do to prevent, him killing me. So Alice is A3, GG. Okay. That's how I Dark Fae. It's obviously like when I'm not talking to you, I've done it in a minute 14. It doesn't take that long. And if you want to be successful and you can't do it on auto, as Hell Hades says, man, it's true. Just go to manual and it's no big deal. So you'll see I have a cold heart in here. And it's not suggestible to use a cold heart on Bommel because every time you lay a debuff, it causes the boss to give you a debuff. And you get like that bomb debuff, right? When it goes off, you get stunned. Or if you decrease turn meter, you get a bomb debuff. However, at this level of Bommel, I want to completely deplete his turn meter and just pound him with my Alice. Okay? Wow, I almost said something else, but anyways, if you watch now, most of my heroes, like Kale's going to get a debuff. Alice won't get any debuffs unless she puts on the Brimstone. But you'll see that. Wonder why Coldheart didn't use her Heartseeker there. That's very odd. But again, you'll see like everybody's the wrong affinity, obviously, except for Coldheart the Void. So yeah, Alice does get a debuff for having the uh, Brimstone proc, the Smite. So this might actually be a loss. I'm not sure. I'm not sure here. And I can't remember if I ran it on auto or not the last time. But yeah, I think my Tagore is strong enough to live. This is going to be funny, actually, if they die, because it doesn't look very good, especially now that, yeah. Um, so we're going to try it again, and I'm going to do it on manual for the first bit. Maybe that's how I did it. Sometimes it's RNG as well. Like my Alice, obviously, she's in Relentless. So sometimes she's going to proc twice. And again, we're on wave 2. So I'm just going to A1 into most of the trash for wave 2. And with Kale, I think Kale actually used his A1 to hit the boss to start with, which You don't want him to. You'd rather that he uses his A2 as often as possible. The less debuffs you put on that boss, the less bombs that are going to explode on you. So I forget his name, War Chief. War Chief got a buff, and he's a bit of a pain. Like this is just normal Doom Tower, so it's not too difficult. But wow. So Apoth, boost everybody. Tagore doesn't put debuffs on. So I want him to try to proc as many more masters as he can. So the same thing here with Alice, actually. I don't really need to use her A1 because it's going to knock his turn meter back because of the mastery I have on her. But here we go. This is what I needed Coldheart to do. That's really, because he's, yes, I apologize. I think he has a turn meter reduction. I forget where it is here. Yeah, anyways, whatever's going on, if you're having any difficulty with Bommel, I just thought I'd show you that you can still be effective with a standard lineup that you might normally have. And you'll see I don't have any debuffs on anybody, right? So if I use Alice right now to deplete his turn meter, she's going to maybe get a debuff, and I don't want that. So she might have resisted because of that smite. Anyways, you'll see how Coldheart picked one up now because of that anti-heal. But this is the issue that I was having where I didn't want to gore on auto. He's using his skills at the wrong time. You'll see there's no turn meter on these bombs. So there's no sense for me to use his shield ability yet. Okay. And Kale, I don't want to land a whole bunch of poisons on the boss. I just want to land one if he's going to land any. So I'm going to A1 with him. Now I'm going to make sure that Tagore gets a turn. And that's why I saved Apothecary's speed boost. Now you'll see that the bomb came down from Alice having the, what do you call it? The turn meter decrease. This doesn't look good again. That's crazy. I had no issues before I started recording a couple days back, but when I cleared this, but that happens. If it doesn't work this time, I'm just going to back out of the run, but I'm still going to show you the Scarab boss and my strategy for Scarab boss. But these bombs obviously are a massive pain in the butt. And the fact that my apothecary got stunned, yeah, it ends the run. I wish I could show you guys, but I'm not going to edit out any fails because I want to show you it's not 100%. But it can be if you have the right heroes. I don't have the right heroes in, obviously. If you have, Lady Annabelle, you'll get right through that, no problem. So, anyways, with a resist aura for 40, it helps a little bit in here, but you'll see again, because it's a spirit affinity scarab boss, I'm going to get away using my Alice most likely. But these three heroes here, Apoth, CC Sabitha, if you know that 6'10" pitcher from the New York Yankees, CC Sabathia, I think. Anyways, and my level 50 Ugo, unbooked Ugo, they all have a emergency heal blessing and a blood shield ring. Okay, so this one I just leave on auto, straight through until until I think maybe the second last turn on the last wave normally, because I want to save Taragi's his shield to start the boss fight with, just in case. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. So the problem is currently my Alice is always going to be, but she's faster than Taragi, so she takes a turn without having a shield up. So now Alice should get at least one turn. And you look, like the boss is still kind of weak, right? I don't have anybody in destroy set. I'm just going to muscle over this. And even if Alice dies, it doesn't matter to me. She died, I think, the first time I cleared this last night. And CC Sabathia, she just, picked her up anyways, give her block damage. But you'll see, even with the provokes on, you know, it doesn't matter. My three supports, they're going to heal. Every time they use their A1 because they're provoked, they get that little shield. And you'll see it everywhere. There's ally protection as well because Taragi's in a guardian set. So he's absorbing 10% of all this damage every time. And he's only a level 50. He's fully booked, it helps, but as you saw, he's just a level 50. And you're looking at my Alice. She's doing enough damage considering the boss still has, that maximum whatever you call it, this overshield, whatever it's called, the force shield. It's a pain in the ass, but everybody's provoked constantly. Like I don't really have any resist going on that you see is being effective, but they're not going to die. Okay. And how my apothecary is built right now, he could solo this fight. It would probably take 6, 7 minutes at minimum because he's got Giant Slayer. But all these poisons, if you don't know, that's coming from Taragi's passive. Nobody else has any poisons. That might be the first leech that Ugo put down. I can't remember. I hated this fight. When I first encountered Doom Tower, when they first brought it out, what, 2 or 3 years ago? I was like, this is stupid. This is so dumb, and I watched a couple uploads of people using, Metal Shaper and Valerie and Armiger and Elfgard. And I tried it, and it was exciting the first time, but now I'm a veteran of the game. I don't want to take time to build uncommon heroes in a 90-day challenge, pardon me, just to be successful on Scarab. Instead, I purposely built these three supports that I have. Once I got Blood Shield rings for them, I said, well, that's the end. No more issues for Scarab. And by the time the next Scarab comes available, I'm going to have a 6-star Taragi with max masteries. So he would probably be able to solo it, even only in a Guardian set. Currently, obviously not, because he keeps getting hit every time the other people get hit and he's getting provoked. So, whatever struggles you're having in the game, even a rank 4 on the free to play challenge, trying to show you how I cleared Bommel and I just couldn't do it twice. You know, if you don't like to see the fails, I don't apologize because I think it's very important. You might have seen something that I personally didn't, or you might have seen something that triggered you to figure out the issue for your own account. And that's the intention. This is why I show, without editing, the good and the bad of how I progress in this game. But as you see, like Apothecary's never been in danger. Even when he's at half life, he's never really been in danger. And I think what's he get? Like a 2,000 heal every time he gets hit? Oh, 3,400. The boss hits him for 1,400 and he gets healed for 34. So the boss actually can't kill Apothecary if he solos this. It's not possible. And it's pretty funny because he is one of the only non-gold colored legendaries in this game. And you're seeing full evidence of it right now, in my opinion. Maybe I should try to solo it later with Apothecary on the harder level to see if it's possible. But I'm certain him and Taragi could two-man the Scarab King. I hope if you see anything again, like I say, in my uploads that have helped you through any struggles that you have. And by the way, this is a working promo code currently. Um, I won't tell you what it is. It's fairly decent, for free. I agree with other people. I wish it was 3 times the amount, obviously, but they give us stuff every so often. But what we've been given from Hell Hades and the fantastic Hell Hades Gaming Network and their crew is this free to play challenge. And there's some awesome human beings that are getting to meet each other in Discord because of this challenge as well. I had a live arena match against, actually, I think it should show up in the, where's it here? In the battle log. So I was fighting with Solstiscan. I don't know how to say their name. I apologize. But we immediately, both of us, right after this match, we both respected the fact that each other doesn't waste time. We clicked our heroes. Boom, boom, boom. Let's fight. Boom. He kicked my butt. And right to Discord, like 2 little kids, man. Hey, man, how's it going? That was awesome. Like, you know, it's all about the camaraderie and the fun during the free to play competition. So, Jesus, these pop-ups, man, I tell you, you're going to get black eyes from all these pop-ups, man. Jab, jab, jab. Anyways, I wish you all the best. And maybe by day 45, I think because of this 500 energy as well, but probably by day 45, there might be an Arbiter who looks awful lot like She-Ra, the Princess of Power to me, but I might have an Arbiter then. This was Yakety the Free, everybody. Take care. Bye.